A means picture, and emoji stands the characters. So literally, it means the picture, the characters.
Hello, I'm Martina Flor, lettering artist and educator. I've helped thousands of people discover the fascinating world of letter forms. And today, I'm going to take you on a letter hunt in the city of Tokyo, Japan. But understanding Japanese typography isn't easy, especially if you, like me, grew up in the Western world where we mainly use the Latin alphabet. And in this video, you will discover the key things every Western designer and creative should know to finally understand how Japanese typography works. You will notice something right away. Japanese signs often combine multiple scripts, and each one plays a different role. And to help me make sense of it all, I have invited an expert in Japanese typography to join me on a lettering walk through the streets of Tokyo. So let's get started. Why did you choose Shinjuku as the starting point for our walk?
Shinjuku is the downtown of the Tokyo city, and there's so many people here and so many travelers here, so it's very famous. And more importantly, it is the center, and you can see all kind of typographies here, including all kind of modern style and also the traditional style. So that's why I want to show you. And I think the most important point of the Japanese typography is mixture, is the fusion, because the Japanese writing style itself is the combination of a different kind of scripts, including kanji and kanas. And the usage of the Japanese typography, you can see there are all kinds of Western style and the traditional Oriental style mixed together. Everything meets here and everything have the fusion here. So it's very interesting. And you can see so many interesting signage here. For example, this one is with kanji, but this one you have only hiragana. And then later you can see the signage with Latin alphabets. Everything mixed together. I can say that it's a little traditional calligraphic one, because you can imagine, you can try to write it with the soft brush.
Yeah, so you have all this organic feeling to the strokes, right?
Yeah, but if you go a little bit there also their signage with kanji, but in that one we call the Mincho-tai, that is with the printing style, kind of serif.
It's much more rationalized,
like
right?
Roman style.
Yeah.
That one is the slatted one.
Okay. Yeah.
Slatted one, but with the traditional serif style. They have just slatted.
Yeah, okay. So this is the italic version of it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But it's just slanted.
Yeah, they just slanted it, but they wanted to have an italic there.
Because Japanese style, every character is based on the square. So they can change the shape of the square.
Yeah.
And slant backside, forward, backward, and make all the kind of shapes. So this kind of designing is very popular during the photo typesetting area. So which is very popular in 70s and 80s.
Actually, this is also saying Shinjuku golden guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
great.
That's
the symbol.
Yeah, that's the symbol. Yeah. And what about that one? That is fully calligraphic, isn't it?
Yeah, almost art.
Yeah. So and why would someone choose this type of style over the one we just saw?
Every signage have their identity. There are so many bars here, and every bar have their own character.
Yeah.
So they choose the interesting signage for themselves. For example, for this one, it reads Zeami. It's a historical theater writer. So they want to use the kind of artistic calligraphy style to show their signage.
And this is the tiny place, 8 seats only.
Standing okay. So
yeah, you can stand.
Every restaurant is tiny here. What's this?
What's this? This is a lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we call Chōchin. And because it's red, we call it aka Chōchin. This traditional lettering It's very specific. So we call it is Chōchin style lettering,
Yeah.
which in Japanese we call Chōchin moji.
And whenever you have a letter like this, you will use this type of
Yeah.
style.
And can you see the stroke is very thick, and they want to make the character full of the black ink because the stroke is like this, but they want to make the square fully.
And that's the reason for this is because they want people to be able to read it from afar.
Yeah,
And,
because it's a signage.
yeah.
And it is also, they want to make everything full. Means the restaurant wants their seats to be full of clients. The certain style of the lettering also represents the certain style of the culture. So the traditional restaurant will prefer to use the traditional style of the lettering things to make the customers confidence that their dishes are good. So yeah, the client will find also to match their imaginations with the restaurants by the style of their signage. The typography and the letters can tell you more than the surface, more than the form.
So you mean that Japanese people appreciate handmade things?
Yeah.
So if you go to a restaurant that is like a high-end restaurant, you will have the menu written by hand and probably the signature inside the store also written by hand.
Yeah, because they thought the printing is kind of industrial mass production.
Where are we going now?
Well, we have the torii here. It's a shrine, very traditional Japanese one, isn't it? It's called Hanazono Hanazono Shrine. Actually, we have it from the back side. The main entrance is the opposite direction. So you can see a lot of characters here. Actually, they are names of the people who have done the donation to the shrine. And you can see it is very traditional calligraphy style.
What I wanted to ask you is, and pardon my ignorance, but the shrines are made to honor which type of god?
It is Shindo.
Shindo, okay.
Shindo is, I think it's Japanese only. Yeah.
Japanese, okay.
Yeah.
Tell me what this is. We have this passage here.
Yeah, we have so many small tories. Yeah, we have another god inside.
We have also like inscriptions. So we have these inscriptions on the side of the
names of the people,
okay,
who donates
okay.
to the shrine. The Inari shrine, so it is protected by the fox. The traditional ones with the very good calligraphy.
This is carved in wood and then painted.
Yeah, it's for the god, so it's gold.
It's gold, yeah. Is it actual gold or?
Kind of gold powder.
Okay.
Yeah, we have kind of paint with gold powder.
I was thinking that we can get one of these signatures in the stamp book, the ones that they do with calligraphy. Tell me a little bit what they are.
We call it shuyin. Literally, it means shu means the color, the red color, the special color of the shrine, and in means the seal. The stamps.
So there's a thing here in Japan with the stamps. So every place that you visit, they normally have a stamp that you can use to stamp your book as a documentation of you being in that place. So
yeah, I have been here.
Yeah, so you can say I have been here. This is a proof. I have my notebook and I'm gonna have a Go-shuin done. I stole my kids' sketch note just to do this. This is what I got in the shrine. This is the...
We call it Go-shuin.
Go-shuin. And it's a combination of a stamp, that is the red thing that you see there, and a handwritten element to it, a calligraphed element to it.
Just literally said, have been prayed from by Hanazono Jinja, the shrine, and the date. Today is August 30th.
Okay, great. So that means that I've been here praying in this shrine on this date.
And with the stamps.
It's interesting because, Eric, I paid 500 yen for this. That is approximately $3. Yeah. And I find it really inexpensive for something that is customized, hand calligraphed. And I don't understand why it is so inexpensive. Is it a commodity here to have something calligraphed or customized in Japan? Or how do you see this?
Oh, if you think in that way, maybe it is a very valuable things nowadays. But before you think this is the only way we write characters. So everybody who can write should write at this way. The most valuable one is the seal, because it's the stamp, it's the approval by the shrine. So before, with the traditional style, everybody can write, but they wanted the seal. But nowadays, less and less young people can write with the brush, good calligraphy writing. Right now, you will see that the handwritten thing is much more valuable.
That's super interesting, because what you're saying is that actually the most valuable part of this piece is the stamp of the shrine. And for me, with my Western perspective, the most valuable thing of this piece is actually the part that you cannot reproduce over and over again, which is the calligraphy element. And of course, in a country with such a big calligraphic tradition as Japan, this is actually something that is very common, or used to be something very common. So yeah, super interesting. I'm very happy with my Go-shuin.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Where are we going now?
We're going to the Suehiro-tei. It's a traditional Japanese small theater with a lot of interesting lettering you can see.
Excellent. Let's go.
You can see here, it's the name of this road called Suehiro-tori. And you can see the character here bowing to welcome you to the theater outside. You have the characters, of course, and actually you have what we call three color combination: the black, green, and orange. Yeah, it's a traditional color combination. Reflects with the color of the curtain of the theater, and that reminds you, that's the traditional entertainment. So here is the Suehiro-tei. It's kind of a yosei. In Japanese, it means the little theater. And you can see a lot of lettering outside. That's the name of the artists. So it will show the program, what is going on today, and who is performing. Because it's vertical, you should read from the right. It reads, today, these performers. All the names, and it ends at 4:15. So it is handwritten by the craftsmen of the theater. And because the program changes every day, so they have to do the combinations every day. If you come in the right timing, you can see they are changing the plates.
The person who creates the signs or writes the signs, these are hand calligraphed or
hand lettering.
This is hand lettering.
Yeah.
So tell us, because for me, as a Western eye, it looks like calligraphy. So tell me, what is the difference of both, or how can you notice the difference?
How we differentiate from the calligraphy and the lettering. We just use the concept of the character is written and the characters was drawing. Because in calligraphy, if you write the character, you cannot change it once again. But for the drawing, you can use ruler, you can use a lot of tool and to join the outline shape and then paint inside, something like that. And if you look very carefully, you can see they draw the grids and the lines in pencil underneath. It is a kind of a well lettering thing done by hand. So first they should make sure the layout. Then they're drawing the lines with inks. This style, because it is a yosei theater, so we call it the yosei moji.
Moji?
Moji stands for characters. And this is yosei theater, so we call it yosei moji, the yosei style.
I just had an aha moment in this very spot, which has to do, and I know many of our viewers will resonate with me, that now I understood why the emojis are called emojis.
Yeah, emoji.
So now, so the word moji is a style or a script?
The script, the characters, yeah.
And you can add whatever you want in the front. So the name of the theater, or I guess it stands for, E in emoji stands for?
The style of the characters, because emoji stands characters. Emoji, A means picture, emoji stands the characters.
Okay.
So literally it means the picture, the characters. It's Japanese.
It's Japanese, but yeah, it's totally new for me.
A little dip of the style, you can see that all the characters are written very fat strokes, and they want to reduce the white space as much as possible, with the wish to have all the seats of the theater to be filled of further customers.
So here there's also a combination of kana and kanji.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Because it does look a lot more full.
Yeah.
I can almost not recognize the kanji.
These are full of kanji.
Yeah.
And this one,
Yeah.
we have kana,
Kana.
have less strokes.
Less strokes. Okay.
Yeah.
So kana is the one that each character stands for a vowel.
Only sound.
For sound.
Only sound. One character for one syllable. Actually, because it's a traditional one, the young people cannot read it easily, actually.
Yeah, really. I'm guessing like wood plates are like the permanent program.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
the
you're
paper
right.
one is like, okay, what is happening today?
Today, yeah.
But by reading this, you can guess, okay, what type of shows I can see in this theater, right?
Yeah.
You see, I'm starting to be
Yeah.
able to read Japanese.
And it's a very interesting place because we have theater here, and we have so many good restaurants and bars around. And they also have so many interesting signage here. Because it's handwritten, the craftsman can do it very flexible one. For example, you can see here, the last part is the combination of the two kanas. The outside stroke is one kana, the inside is another kana, but because the shape just combined them together very well, so he decided to make it as a ligature and put it together.
And also it fills the space a lot more.
Yeah.
It also fits in this squarish shape that every character needs to fit in.
And more important, this kana makes sense. It means none. It is, from meaning, it makes sense. And from the form, it also makes sense.
None? What is none?
There's no exchange during the day and the night performances. So sometimes we play with the shapes, but more importantly, it makes sense.
Yeah.
If you can read it, you can understand more about it.
So Eric, what are some of the things that Western designers miss when they look at Japanese typography?
I don't know what kind of things that you see through the point of view from Westerners, but one point that I can emphasize is Japanese people think it is very important to regard the handwriting. Yeah, because we have a long tradition and history of handwriting. So we always consider the handwritten one is the best one, and the art and the craft of the handwriting is very important and should be learned and to the young generations. So even you can see many modern designed, much more industrial designed, but the original of the character is from handwritten. And the basic form has their origin of the handwritten. So it is very important for us, for example, our researchers, and also for the young children, do a lot of practice of handwriting.
Yeah, and also I see a massive use of handwritten lettering or handwritten typography all across Japan. So it's still very heavily used as a style, as you said, to express tradition or authenticity. So I can understand why it's so important calligraphy for this culture.
And it's very important because it's handwritten. So you can feel the people in backgrounds. It's very humanistic. So you can see so many handwritten things
Yeah.
all around. We can feel the nuance, and because it's handwritten by people, so it is organic. It has so much variations and so much artistic or so much of interesting flavors that you can add. This not the machine can do.
We're in such a good place actually here. We found the best background for this.
It's all around us.
Yes. And what about the opposite? In which ways do Japanese mess it up with the Latin script, in your experience?
Japanese like mix everything together. Yeah, they try to find a better combination. But you know, the two cultures are so different between the Western one and the Oriental one. So you can see sometimes deformed the original shape of the Latins. Japanese typography is based on the square. So a square shape with the proportional shape will meet some conflicts, and that is the big issue for the designers. But another kind of angle, it's the challenge and the interesting part.
That's so good because as you mentioned, the Japanese typography is organized in modules, in squares, and they try to also fit the Latin script in those squares. And actually the Latin script is not modular, is variable. Now you have the letter I, which is just a single stroke and is very thin in comparison with letter H or N, or even letter M, which is normally wider. So they try to feed all these different variable widths into one single width.
Yeah.
And this is where they mess it up. Yeah.
So you can find a lot of monospaced Latin design here in Japan because it fits better for Japanese typography.
So Japanese love monospace Latin typography.
Yes, but that is what we are calling. When you are typesetting the Western ones, use the proportional one. It is not for the modular things.
Oh, so good, so good. This is what you call retro design.
Retro design, which is popular during the 60s and 70s. Yeah, the young people will find it very interesting, but for the old people, just kind of a nostalgia thing. The interesting thing for the Japanese typography is the layout. We can do both horizontal one and a vertical one. And here you can see, even we have Latin here in the signage. We have horizontal one with the Family Mart, and we also have a vertical hotel. I think this is quite different from the Latin alphabets because Latin basically should only lay out in horizontal one. So if you have such a vertical signage, you have some struggles. You have to rotate all kind of angle.
Yeah, actually, you also find vertical signs in the Western world, but you can tell that the characters are not ready to be set in a vertical position. Here you can see it in hotel, for instance. The T has a lot of space around the L as well, has this weird space on the top side. So the letters are not prepared to be organized or to be stacked on top of each other. As you mentioned, the Japanese characters, they fit in a square, and therefore they work a lot better when it comes to a vertical layout.
Make it upright edge.
Upright edge, yeah.
And it already is much better because it is capital letters.
Yes. So here, depending on the designer, you have like different solutions for Latin script.
We are struggling for that.
Yeah.
Should we go button to up or top to button?
You have both worlds. You need to rotate your neck to be able to read it.
But it's very common for Japanese to use all the scripts together. We use also a lot of Latin scripts here.
That was our letter hunt through Tokyo. We saw how Japanese typography works in layers, mixing scripts, sounds, and meanings in ways that are completely different from what we are used to in the Latin alphabet. Thanks again to Eric Liu for walking with me and helping me breaking it all down. Now, tell me, what was the most surprising thing that you have learned today? And where should I go next for a letter hunt? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next city. Bye bye.